Welcome to the Shine Your Light, Reach Your Best podcast. I'm your host, Claire Thomas. I'm on a mission to support women who feel stuck, unfulfilled and disempowered, have a successful, fulfilled, soul-led life. I guide women to reawaken their unique power so they can shine their light and reach their best. This podcast is designed to support and enrich the Shine Your Light, Reach Your Best self-development coaching cards. Thank you for joining me. Now sit back, relax, and let's work out how to shine all our lights brightly. Good morning and welcome to the Shine Your Light podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going back to selecting a random card from the Shine Your Light, Reach Your Best self-development and self-rediscovery coaching cards. So just before I pressed record, I randomly picked a card. I felt resistance when I picked it. But I trust the universe that this is the card that I was supposed to be talking about today. It is this one. It's a lovely little picture of a flower on there. Please, really soft and feminine look to it. What flower it is, I don't know, but feel free to let me know. And it says on the bottom, some behaviours were designed to protect us. So what is that all about? This card is about basically taking us back to our primal instincts, the way that our brains were developed by early man to have that innate fight or flight instinct when we come across some form of danger. Now, as we know, we're all very different and we all have different strengths. We all have different weaknesses and we're all unique. And what happens when we are in a position that causes us to feel stress or anxiety is that we rely on our natural born strengths to keep us safe. So a really good example of this would be back in the day when our ancestors the men would have been out hunting for food for us. If they came across some sort of predator that was going to be that potentially put their life in danger, they would rely on their either ability to run fast to get away from the predator. They would rely on their ability to climb a tree to get out of the way. They maybe would rely on their intellectual ability to outwit the predator. So all of these ways of behaving have stayed with us. And when we're born and our brain starts to develop, we start to rely on our natural born strengths to keep us safe in situations that we perceive or actually are a threat to us. And our strengths provide us with that mechanism to do that. And the more and more we experience situations that feel similar or the same as that initial feeling of threat, we rely on those strengths more and more. And our brains are very clever. They lay down neural pathways each time that happens. Those pathways get stronger and stronger. And those behaviours become automatic and unconscious. Because imagine if you had to really think through everything you did every time you did something, you would have no capacity to do anything else. When you get into your car and drive it, there are many, many tiny actions that have become unconscious and automatic. And that allows you to be able to have a conversation or listen to some music. But that's not what you can do initially when you learn to drive. So these behaviours, as we grow up, become our way of being, our way of showing up when the world presents us with whatever is happening around us. Now, when we're in a position where those strengths are overused and abused, and they cause us stress and anxiety, that causes us to continuously start to see the world differently, for things to feel like they're hard. It causes us stress and anxiety. And we get caught up in this loop of negativity, of attracting things that feel hard and challenging. So we stay in this place of what we call self-sabotage. And the only way to change these behaviours is to firstly develop an awareness of how we're sabotaging, then to develop ways of bringing ourselves into the moment so we can see the moment clearly, and that we can recognise the self-sabotage in the moment, and then to be able to choose a different, more positive response where we see everything as a gift or an opportunity. So what I have to offer you is, do you know what your greatest strengths are? And do you know how you might be overusing them or abusing them in moments of stress and anxiety? And how are those ways of being impacting the way you show up in the world? How are they impacting your performance, your well-being, and the relationships with the people that are around you? And let's not forget that these come from your greatest strengths. So when you can use those strengths from a place of positivity and not negativity, that's when you really start to soar, when you get to shine your light and you get to reach your best. So for anyone that is listening, I'm offering you the opportunity to have a session with me to discover what your greatest strengths are and how they might be holding you back, but how you can turn those into something that will propel you forward in your life. And all you have to do to benefit from that is click on the link in the show notes, book a call with me, and we will take it from there. It's completely free. It's a win-win. You've got nothing to lose by trying this out. So I would like to encourage you to do that, because it's a really, really insightful experience. So click on the link, and I am really excited to see you in the future, to work out how you can leverage those strengths more and to find out what might be holding you back. So thank you for joining me today. That's pretty short and sweet. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Shine Your Light, Reach Your Best podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, so please follow the show. I'd love you to like, comment and share this episode with anyone else whose light needs some help shining. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm open to having guests on my podcast. So if you would like to share your story, please send me an email to claire@reachingmybest.com or click on the link in the show notes. So for now, keep shining and reaching for your best.